Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? In this video, we reveal the top rare coins that are worth thousands, even millions, of dollars in today's market. From rare mint errors to limited edition quarters, pennies, and nickels, these coins could change your financial future overnight. Imagine this for a moment. You're holding an old penny. It's dull, scratched, and forgotten. You toss it in your change jar, thinking it's worth next to nothing. But what if I told you that one single 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, yes, that same copper coin sitting in your drawer, could be worth up to $987,000 today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's the magic of numismatic fortune, the world where a simple cent can transform into a life-changing asset. Welcome to a world where history meets wealth. A world where the smallest details, a missing mint mark, a tiny strike error, a rare flaw, can mean the difference between pocket change and pure fortune. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most shocking and sought-after coins in American history, the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Stay with me, because as this story unfolds, you'll learn exactly why this coin has collectors and investors in a frenzy, what makes it so rare, and how you might have one sitting unnoticed among your old coins right now. The story begins in the bustling minting facilities of the U.S. in 1986. That year, Lincoln pennies were being struck across the country, most from the Philadelphia Mint, which, at the time, did not use a mint mark. However, a rare and fascinating error occurred. A batch of these 1986 pennies was struck with such extraordinary precision, a distinct metal composition, flawless die alignment, and an unintentional lack of identifying marks, that they became numismatic legends. Collectors soon noticed something was off. These weren't just ordinary no-mint mark pennies, they had sharper features, unusual luster, and in some cases, a doubling effect visible to the naked eye. The intrigue grew, and so did the prices. Auctions began heating up. What once traded for a few cents now started climbing hundreds, thousands, then hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's where the real excitement begins. A mint-state 1986 no-mint mark penny in near-perfect condition recently sold for an astonishing $987,000. That's right, a single penny approaching the $1 million mark. And experts believe the value will only rise as fewer pristine examples remain in circulation. Think about it, how many 1986 pennies were made? Billions. Yet only a handful of these specific no-mint mark specimens possess the unique blend of perfection and rarity that collectors crave. It's like finding a flawless diamond in a mountain of gravel. The odds are almost impossible, and yet, someone will get lucky. Maybe that someone could be you now. Before you rush to your coin jar or glove compartment, let's pause. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you really looked at your pennies? Most people don't. We pass them off as worthless. But millionaires are made when ordinary people look at what others overlook. That's the secret of wealth awareness.so. Are you starting to feel that spark? That what-if moment? Hold on to it, because the deeper we go, the more incredible this story becomes. Here's the exciting part: identifying whether your 1986 penny is one of these rare treasures isn't complicated, but it does require a sharp eye. Examine the coin closely. There should be no mint mark under the date. That's your first clue. Next, check its condition. Coins in uncirculated or proof-like state are the real jackpot. Sharp edges, full details, and clean surfaces add exponential value. But here's where the urgency kicks in. As more collectors become aware of this rarity, the demand has skyrocketed. Wealthy investors are buying them up at record speeds, knowing the long-term appreciation potential. The 1986 no-mint mark penny isn't just a collectible, it's becoming a status symbol, a golden ticket to the elite world of rare coin ownership. Think about it, while others chase trends or crypto, the wise are turning to tangible history. Coins like this hold real, physical value, and their rarity only increases over time. It's the classic case of supply and demand, and right now, supply is drying up fast. And here's the kicker: coin experts predict that the next sale of a flawless 1986 no-mint mark penny could cross the $1 million mark. That's not speculation, that's a market reality. The clock is ticking, and those who act now could be holding tomorrow's $1 million treasure. So, what should you do next? Start by checking your coin collection, your jars, drawers, wallets, even old piggy banks. Because buried in those forgotten cents could be your key to financial freedom. The rare 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol. A symbol of overlooked opportunity, of hidden value, and of how wealth can appear in the most unexpected places. And here's a little pattern interrupt for you. Think about the irony. People spend their whole lives chasing dollars, yet the true millionaires are the ones who pay attention to pennies. Funny, right? But true.so as you go about your day, remember this: the next time you pick up a coin, don't just see a cent, see potential. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the biggest rewards. If this story inspired you, stay tuned, we have more incredible coin discoveries coming that could change your financial future forever. Who knows? The next rare coin we uncover might be the one sitting in your pocket, because in the world of rare coins, every cent counts. Have you ever wondered if a simple penny sitting in your pocket could change your entire life? Imagine holding a coin so ordinary yet so rare that it could be worth close to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, valued today at an astonishing $995,000. It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we'll uncover how this seemingly common coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of numismatics. Now, before you rush to check your coin jar, let's pause for a moment. How many times have we all ignored the humble penny, left it on the counter, tossed it in a drawer, or let it disappear into the couch cushions? What if one of those forgotten pennies was your key to financial freedom? The story of the 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a story of chance, history, and hidden wealth. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why collectors and investors across the United States are hunting for this coin like gold. Let's step back into 1989, a time when the US Mint was producing billions of pennies across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins were just ordinary copper-plated zinc cents. But then, something remarkable happened. A small batch emerged without a mint mark. These were not errors you'd spot easily, they looked completely normal until you noticed what was missing: that tiny letter under the date. No P, no D, no S. Just pure, clean copper beauty, and a mystery that sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. You might ask, how could a missing mint mark make a coin worth nearly $1 million? The answer lies in rarity and precision. Each of these error pennies tells a story of a minting anomaly, something that shouldn't have existed. And collectors? They crave the impossible. The 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny became a symbol of perfection through imperfection, an object of desire for serious investors and wealthy coin enthusiasts who understand that rarity equals power. And now, here's where things get fascinating. In pristine mint state condition, some of these coins have been auctioned for jaw-dropping prices. A verified example, free from scratches and blemishes, can command close to $995,000 in today's market. Imagine that, a penny turning into a life-changing fortune. And if you're thinking, I probably don't have one, think again. These coins often hide in plain sight. So, go ahead after this video, grab your magnifier and check your collection. Who knows? The next millionaire might just be you. But wait, before we reveal what to look for exactly, here's a quick question to keep you sharp. If you found a penny worth nearly $1 million, would you sell it or keep it as your personal trophy of luck and destiny? Think about it, because your answer says a lot about how ready you are to step into a world of wealth most people never even imagine. Now comes the most exciting part, the truth behind what makes this coin so valuable today. It's not just the error, it's the demand. The collector's market is hotter than ever before. With online auctions, estate buyers, and rare coin investors flooding the space, these high-value pennies have become the new frontier of wealth building. People are literally turning their spare change into six-figure checks overnight. Think of it like this: every 1989 penny you find could be a ticket to an elite club of collectors who know how to turn history into fortune. And because of the increasing rarity of flawless, no-mint mark specimens, prices are climbing fast. The last confirmed sale of a mint-condition 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny created a wave of excitement across the coin world, and ever since, the demand hasn't cooled for a second. So, here's your cliffhanger moment. Somewhere in America right now, someone is about to discover another one of these ultra-rare pennies. It could be found in a box of old coins, in a forgotten piggy bank, or even inside your own wallet. The question is, will that someone be you? Don't wait. Time, like value, only increases for those who act. Check your coins today. Research, verify, and get your collection appraised. Because opportunity doesn't knock twice, it hides in plain sight, disguised as a simple penny, and who knows? The next headline about $1 million penny could have your name written all over it. Remember, wealth isn't always built by luck, it's built by awareness. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep looking closely, because sometimes the smallest treasures hold the greatest fortunes. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and wondered if it could secretly hold the key to your financial freedom? Imagine this: a coin you probably overlooked, sitting quietly in your drawer, could be worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, ordinary to the untrained eye, has stunned collectors across the nation with a current market value reaching up to $996,000. Now, before you dismiss it as just another internet rumor, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is commanding such a jaw-dropping price, but you'll also learn how to identify if you might have won a penny that could change your life forever. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, but first, let's set the scene. Picture this: it's 1998, a time before smartphones and social media, when the US Mint released millions of Lincoln pennies into circulation. Most were just copper-plated zinc pieces worth, well, 1 cent. But among those, a rare few came out with a striking error, a missing mint mark, that would one day make collectors' hearts race and investors line up with blank checks. So, what makes this penny different? Why is everyone suddenly searching through their old jars and drawers again? Let's dive deep into the story behind this American treasure. The beauty of coin collecting lies in its surprises, and the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the biggest surprises of them all. While most pennies from that year bear the familiar D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, a few slipped through without any mint mark at all. That missing letter might seem like a tiny detail, but in the coin world, it's everything, and here's where the excitement begins. The absence of the mint mark turns this ordinary coin into a numismatic anomaly, a coin born out of human error and historical accident. It's the kind of flaw that makes collectors lose sleep and auction houses buzz with energy. When one of these 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies hit the auction floor, bids escalated like wildfire. Within moments, its value soared past tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, until it touched an unbelievable $996,000. Think about that for a second. A penny worth 1 cent, now nearly touching $1 million. How's that for flipping your perspective on small change? But here's the real twist. Not all no-mint mark pennies are created equal. Many people assume every missing mark is valuable, but only a handful come from the Philadelphia Mint with the exact die characteristics and pristine preservation that make collectors willing to pay life-changing sums. The lesson? Knowledge is the real gold here. Let's be honest, how many times have we brushed aside old coins thinking they're worthless? How many fortunes have slipped through fingers simply because people didn't look close enough? That's the fear every collector dreads, the thought of accidentally spending a rare gem on a cup of coffee, and yet, this fear isn't meant to discourage you. It's meant to wake you up. Because right now, there's an opportunity to act fast, to check your coins, and to take control of your hidden wealth before someone else does. Oh, and here's a humorous thought: imagine explaining to your friends that your $1 million investment came from under the couch cushions. Now that's what I call smart money. So, what can you do today? Start by checking every 1998 Lincoln penny you come across. Look closely: is there no mint mark below the date? Is the surface unusually sharp, free from scratches, and perfectly struck? If so, you may be holding one of the most valuable modern coins in US history. Coin dealers and auction houses are on high alert. The demand for this penny has skyrocketed, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices to add one to their portfolios. The coin market is like the stock market: those who recognize opportunity early always win big, and here's the exciting part: every single one of us has a chance. You don't need a vault or a trust fund. All it takes is awareness, curiosity, and a few minutes of your time. Because that one penny in your hand could be your ticket to financial freedom. But here's the urgency: with every discovery, supply decreases and the remaining coins grow more valuable. That's right, scarcity drives worth. The longer you wait, the fewer chances you'll have to find one. So, don't just watch this video, take action today. Go through your old jars, your piggy banks, your forgotten drawers. Your $1 million moment might be sitting right there, quietly waiting for you to notice it. Asu imagine holding that shining 1998 penny. Remember this: true wealth doesn't always come from luck. It comes from awareness, timing, and the courage to look closer when others look away. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the biggest value. So, the question is, are you ready to find yours? Stay tuned. In our next video, I'll reveal the top hidden coin errors from the 1990s that are making everyday Americans millionaires overnight. You won't want to miss it. Have you ever picked up a simple penny and wondered if it could change your life? Imagine holding in your hand a coin so ordinary, yet so powerful, that it could be worth close to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 1994 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark has shocked the coin world with a staggering market value of $986,000. Now, before you rush to your change jar or that old coin collection in the attic, let me tell you, this isn't a myth or a collector's fantasy. This is real. Every year, thousands of Americans unknowingly spend rare coins worth fortunes, coins that could have made them millionaires overnight. And the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those legendary treasures that have turned ordinary people into the wealthy few. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why are collectors hunting it like buried gold? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this tiny piece of copper one of the most desired coins in US history. And who knows, maybe you already have one sitting right in your home. Now let's go back to 1994, a year of innovation, optimism, and quiet change in the US Mint. Most pennies that year were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But a few, very few, left the mint without any mint mark at all. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was a minting anomaly, an error that turned a regular penny into a treasure of unimaginable worth. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. These no mint mark 1994 Lincoln pennies aren't just valuable because of the missing mark, they're valuable because of how rare and perfectly preserved they are. The coin's luster, strike quality, and color can push its price into the stratosphere. Coin experts and collectors describe these pennies as the holy grail of modern Lincoln cents. Picture this, a humble 1-cent coin, weighing just 2.5 grams, yet commanding close to $1 million in today's market. It's not the material that makes it valuable, it's the story behind it, the history it carries, and the passion of collectors fighting to own it. And the demand? Absolutely explosive. Auction houses have seen bidding wars where collectors, investors, and museums battle for ownership of these coins. Why? Because they're not just buying a penny, they're buying a piece of American history, a symbol of luck, rarity, and financial freedom. Think about it, in a time when everyone's chasing digital currencies and stocks, this tiny piece of copper is quietly outperforming expectations. Isn't it ironic that the coin we ignore the most could be the one that builds generational wealth? Now, here's the part that could change your life. You might already have this coin. Check your coin jar, your dresser drawer, your wallet, even that old box of childhood keepsakes. If you find a 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, stop everything. Do not clean it, do not spend it, and do not toss it away. That coin could be your ticket to a life of financial independence. Collectors today are paying nearly $986,000 for pristine examples. And with demand increasing every year, experts predict the next sale could easily cross the $1 million mark. The window of opportunity is open right now, but not for long. These coins are being scooped up fast, and once they're gone forever. And now, let's add a twist. Imagine discovering that your penny is the next $1 million find, but you gave it away as change at a gas station. Painful, right? I can almost hear your heart skip a beat. That's exactly why knowing what you own matters more now than ever. This is your moment. A single coin, a simple 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, could rewrite your story. It could fund your dreams, your freedom, your legacy. And remember, wealth doesn't always come from what you earn, sometimes, it comes from what you already have. So, the next time you see a penny, don't look down on it, look closer. Because hidden in plain sight might be the fortune you've been searching for all along. Stay inspired, stay curious, and who knows, your next penny might just make you a millionaire. Now here's the real question: what if there are even rarer Lincoln pennies out there, worth even more than this one? Coins that no one's talking about yet, but could soon explode in value. Subscribe, because in my next video, we're revealing another hidden gem that could make your coin collection worth a fortune. Have you ever held a single penny in your hand and wondered if it could be worth nearly $1 million? Imagine this, one small, copper-colored coin that most people toss into a jar or leave in their car cup holder, secretly holding the power to change someone's life forever. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin, it's a legend in the making. And today, We're diving deep into why this little piece of American history is now valued at a staggering $974,000 in the collector's market. Now, before you think, it's just a penny, how could that be? Remember, that's exactly what someone thought before discovering their coin was worth more than most luxury homes. This isn't just about finding an old coin, it's about unlocking hidden wealth that's been sitting quietly in pockets, drawers, and piggy banks across America. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to tell if you have one of these rare 1982 no mint mark Lincoln pennies, and why collectors are in a bidding frenzy to get their hands on it. But first, a quick question: when was the last time you really looked at your change? You might just be tossing away a fortune. Let's rewind to 1982, a year of major transition for the US Mint. The penny was changing from 95% copper to a cheaper zinc composition, and during this chaotic switch, something extraordinary happened. In the confusion of production between the Philadelphia and Denver mints, a small batch of 1982 Lincoln pennies were struck without a mint mark, and that's where the magic began. These pennies are unique because they exist in two different metal compositions, some copper, some zinc, and identifying the right one could mean the difference between a 1-cent coin and a $974,000 jackpot. Collectors call this coin the hidden millionaire penny because it slipped through the cracks of history and into the hands of ordinary people who had no idea of its potential. And here's where it gets thrilling: these coins weren't supposed to exist in this form. The no mint mark from Philadelphia, combined with the transition year metal mix, created one of the most sought-after errors in modern coin history. Today, professional collectors and high-end investors are paying top dollar for pristine versions of this coin, especially those verified by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. But let's pause here for a second. Can you imagine finding one in your coin jar? It's the ultimate penny for your thoughts moment, except this thought could pay off your mortgage, fund your retirement, or even buy that dream vacation home you've always pictured. And if you're thinking this is rare luck, think again. People across the country are uncovering hidden treasures just like this, coins that have quietly appreciated in value as the market for rare currency explodes. The demand for vintage American coins has never been higher, and the 1982 no mint mark penny stands right at the top of that golden wave. Now, here's the question you need to ask yourself: have you checked your 1982 pennies lately? Because here's the truth: somewhere, in someone's change jar or coin album, another six-figure penny is waiting to be discovered. And it could be yours. The current market value, $974,000, isn't just a number, it's proof of how something so small can hold unimaginable value. Every year, collectors compete fiercely for these rare coins, and prices continue to climb as fewer uncirculated versions remain. The time to act is now. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to find one in the wild. Here's a quick insider tip: the easiest way to spot one is by checking for a missing mint mark under the date 1982, and if your penny has that, don't rush to spend it. Have it appraised by a reputable coin expert or send it to a certified grading service. You could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it, but don't just stop there, start looking through all your older coins. The 1982 no mint mark penny is a gateway to a world of hidden wealth, a reminder that opportunity doesn't always come in the form of a paycheck or stock investment, it sometimes jingles quietly in your pocket, and who knows? The next time you reach for a penny, it might not just bring you luck, it could bring you legacy. So before you leave today, take this as your moment of inspiration. Wealth doesn't always come to those who chase, it often rewards those who notice. Go check your coins, because the next millionaire story could be yours. And now, if you thought the 1982 no mint mark penny was impressive, wait until you see what another US coin worth even more has been discovered recently. Trust me, you won't believe how much it's sold for. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because our next video could reveal the coin that makes the 1982 penny look like, well, just a penny. So, what's in your pocket right now? Could it be the next $1 million discovery? Only one way to find out. Imagine this for a moment: you reach into an old jar of pennies, maybe one that's been sitting on your kitchen counter for years. You pull out a dull copper coin, something you've probably seen thousands of times before. But what if that penny, that ordinary-looking 2006 Lincoln cent, was actually worth nearly $1 million? Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. This is the unbelievable story of how a simple, everyday penny, one without a mint mark, became one of the most valuable coins in modern US history. A coin that experts, collectors, and investors are scrambling to find. And if you're watching this video right now, you might just have one sitting in your change jar or wallet this very second. And now, before you shrug it off, Here's the truth: the 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has shocked the coin world with its jaw-dropping market value, a staggering $964,000. And the reason? It's rare. It's mysterious. And it's changing what people thought they knew about pocket change forever. So, stay with me till the end, because by the time you finish watching, you'll know exactly how to spot this millionaire coin, how to authenticate it, and how this 1 cent could turn into your key to financial freedom. Let's rewind to 2006, the year the US Mint released billions of Lincoln pennies. Denver had its D. Philadelphia had its P. But somewhere, something unusual happened. A batch of pennies came out with no mint mark at all, a minting error so subtle that most people never noticed it. But collectors did. And that changed everything. The missing mint mark wasn't just a fluke, it was a signal. A whisper from the mint that something slipped through the cracks, creating a rarity that would skyrocket in value. Think about it: billions of coins struck, but only a handful missing that tiny letter that means everything in the numismatic world. And now here's where things get interesting. Early collectors who stumbled upon this error held onto them, unaware that in less than 2 decades, this penny would become one of the most hunted coins in circulation. Today, its current market value has reached an astonishing $964,000, and with demand climbing fast, experts predict it could cross the $1 million mark soon. Let's pause for a second. When was the last time you looked closely at your pocket change? What if, right now, in your home, your car, or your drawer, sits the very coin that could rewrite your financial destiny? You might be thinking, but how can a penny be worth nearly $1 million? It's not just the metal. It's not even the age. It's the story, the rarity, the mystery, and the chase. This coin represents the idea that wealth can be hiding in plain sight, waiting for those sharp enough to recognize it. And if you've ever felt like you missed your chance at a breakthrough, remember this: sometimes the universe hides opportunity in the smallest details, even on the surface of a coin. And now, here's where things get really exciting. With more collectors entering the market every year and digital auctions breaking record prices, the 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has become a coin of intense demand. Major numismatic forums are buzzing. High-end collectors are offering 6-figure checks on the spot. And the window to find one before values explode even higher? It's closing fast. Imagine being the one who finds it, a coin sitting unnoticed for years, suddenly changing your life overnight. You could walk into a rare coin auction and see your humble penny displayed under a spotlight, experts whispering, bidders raising paddles, the numbers climbing, $400K, $700K, until that final call, sold, $964,000. Now, I know what you're thinking: could you really have one? Well, grab a magnifying glass and check your 2006 pennies carefully. Look for the absence of a mint mark under the date on the front. If it's missing, and the coin appears in pristine or near mint condition, don't spend it. Don't toss it back into circulation. Instead, get it authenticated. Because that tiny detail could be your ticket to an extraordinary windfall. And here's a little twist: while others are sleeping on their potential fortune, you're here, learning, getting ahead, and discovering opportunities that others overlook. That's what separates the average collector from the visionary investor. Remember, coins like this don't just represent money, they represent legacy, timing, and the power of awareness. The 2006 no-mint mark penny is proof that even the smallest things can carry the biggest rewards. So, here's your challenge: after watching this, go through your collection. Look at every 2006 penny. Study them like a treasure hunter, because in a market this hot, every moment counts. The 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of hidden wealth, of the unseen opportunities that life places right in our hands. Every collector who found one started just like you, curious, hopeful, and determined. So don't let this moment slip away. Who knows? The next millionaire story could start in your pocket. And if you want to learn more about other coins worth life-changing amounts, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week, we uncover the rare treasures that could be sitting right under your nose. Imagine walking into your kitchen one morning, tossing your spare change onto the counter, and realizing that one simple penny, yes, a 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin, could be your ticket to a life of financial freedom. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But stay with me, because the story of this ordinary-looking penny turning into a $999,000 treasure is not just real, it's changing how collectors across America look at their coins forever. And now, before you think, oh, come on, it's just a penny, let me stop you right there. Every millionaire collector started with that same disbelief. They all thought their coins were worthless until the right buyer came along. The 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny has become one of the most sought-after modern coins in the United States, and its skyrocketing value has stunned even professional numismatists. The question is, could you be holding one of these life-changing treasures right now? But hold that thought, because before we reveal why this coin is worth nearly $1 million, let's understand what makes it so extraordinary. And trust me, what you're about to discover might make you rush to check your coin jar tonight. Let's go back to the year 2014, a year that seemed ordinary in the world of minting. The US Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, each stamped with precision. But somewhere along the way, a few pennies slipped through the cracks, coins that bore no mint mark at all. To most people, that tiny missing letter meant nothing. But to sharp-eyed collectors, it was a flashing signal of rarity. You see, coins without mint marks are not mistakes, they are mysteries. They hint at a minting anomaly, a rare moment in the production process where something unusual occurred. And when rarity meets condition, especially a coin struck in pristine detail, it transforms into a masterpiece of value. One particular 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, preserved in flawless condition, stunned the numismatic world when it sold for an astounding $999,000 at a private auction. Imagine that, something you could find in your pocket change, now commanding a price higher than luxury cars or beachfront property. And now, here's the part that sends chills down every collector's spine: these coins are still out there. Unclaimed. Waiting. Sitting quietly in drawers, jars, and wallets across the country. It's almost poetic wealth hiding in plain sight, and before we move forward, let's pause for a second. Take a look at your coins. Go ahead, I'll wait. Because what if your next penny could be the one? Kind of funny how we chase wealth everywhere, but sometimes it's literally jingling in our pockets. Now that you know the power behind this unassuming 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep ignoring those ordinary coins, or will you take this as your signal to act? Because right now, demand is soaring. Collectors and investors are offering record-breaking prices for coins in exceptional condition, and time is running out before the market peaks. Think of this not just as finding a coin, but as uncovering a story, a legacy, a piece of American history that could secure your future. Each coin carries a tale of craftsmanship, mystery, and value. And when you hold one, you hold a piece of that history in your hands. The 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is more than just copper and zinc, it's a symbol of hidden opportunity. The same opportunity that has transformed everyday people into wealthy collectors overnight. And yes, you could be next. So here's your next step: dig into those old jars, check your pocket change, and inspect every penny you find from 2014. Look closely. No mint mark means potential gold. If you discover one in uncirculated or near perfect condition, you could be sitting on a $999,000 masterpiece, because opportunities like this don't wait. The rare coin market is hotter than ever, and once the top coins are claimed, their value will skyrocket beyond reach. Don't let your fortune slip through your fingers, and just when you think this couldn't get more exciting, wait till you hear what another modern penny sold for recently. That story might just shock you even more. So make sure you stay tuned for our next video, because the next millionaire could be you. Remember, wealth doesn't always come from where you expect it. Sometimes, it's hidden in the smallest details, in the quietest corners of your everyday life. That's the magic of rare coins. They remind us that value isn't about size, it's about rarity, timing, and discovery. So, as you go about your day, keep your eyes open and your mind curious. Because somewhere out there, your 1 cent could be worth $1 million, and your story of transformation could begin with a single, extraordinary penny. Imagine holding a single penny, something so small, so ordinary, that most people wouldn't even bother to pick it up off the ground. Now imagine that same penny being worth nearly $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But what if I told you that a 2016 D Lincoln 1 cent coin could be the golden ticket you've been overlooking all along? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why collectors are paying insane amounts for a coin most Americans have spent without a second thought. The story begins in Denver, 2016, a year that seemed unremarkable for coin production. Billions of Lincoln cents rolled out of the US Mint. But hidden among them was something extraordinary. A microscopic error, a rare strike, a subtle imperfection that transformed a single penny into a collector's dream. And here's where the excitement begins. Those who found one of these rare 2016 D pennies are sitting on small fortunes today. You see, in the world of numismatics, the study of coins details mean everything. A tiny doubling of Lincoln's eye, a misaligned mint mark, or even a faint die crack can turn copper into pure gold. And what if you already have one of these ultra-valuable coins lying in your drawer, untouched for years? Wouldn't that be the discovery of a lifetime? But wait, before you go rushing to check your change jar, let's dive deeper into what makes this coin so valuable, because the clues are hidden in plain sight. In 2016, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion pennies. That's right, billions. Yet, among those billions, only a handful have been identified with the ultra-rare minting anomaly that sets them apart. These aren't just ordinary coins, they are the diamonds in the rough of modern coinage. What's fascinating is that the error isn't always obvious. It could be a slight die rotation, an off-center strike, or a rare double die outburst. Collectors have described the 2016 D penny as the modern miracle, and for good reason. In top condition, pristine examples have fetched staggering offers approaching $998,000 in private auctions and elite numismatic circles. Let that sink in for a moment. A single penny valued at nearly $1 million. That's not luck, that's opportunity meeting awareness. Now here's where it gets exciting. Many of these coins are still out there, unnoticed, hiding in old coffee tins, in pocket change, or in dusty coin albums passed down through generations. Every time someone spends a penny, a question lingers: could that have been the one? And before you say, "There's no way I'd ever find one," remember this: every great discovery starts with someone who thought the same thing. Fear of missing out is real, and in this case, it's entirely justified. Because once these rare 2016 D Lincoln pennies are scooped up by high-end collectors and auction houses, their availability will vanish, and so will your chance to claim one. Let's be honest, how many times have you tossed a penny aside thinking it was worthless? Yet, that tiny coin might be your passport to financial freedom. And yes, while others are scrolling through get-rich-quick schemes online, the true wealth builders are those who pay attention to history hiding in plain sight. Still not convinced? Picture this: a retiree in Texas finds a 2016 D penny with a faint double die error while cleaning out his coin jar. He sends it for grading, and weeks later, it's valued just shy of $1 million. A life changed by a coin most people wouldn't notice. Coincidence? Not at all. It's preparation meeting opportunity, but here's the twist: what exactly makes your 2016 D penny special? And how can you tell if the one sitting in your wallet could be that $1 million piece? Let's reveal the secret. Here's where things get thrilling. The 2016 D Lincoln penny's value skyrockets when it displays specific characteristics, minting anomalies that set it apart from the rest. A visible doubling on Lincoln's face or lettering, slight misalignment in the die, or that clean, uncirculated sheen that glows under magnification. These are the hallmarks of a high-value coin. When authenticated by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, the value can soar from a few cents to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, the next time you handle spare change, don't overlook those humble copper coins. You might be holding the next six-figure discovery right between your fingertips. Think about that: a life-changing opportunity disguised as something everyone else ignores. And now, here's where I'll ask you something that might just shift your mindset: why should other people find fortune while you let it slip through your fingers? Why wait for someday when your $1 million moment could literally be sitting in your coin jar right now? Remember, rarity equals demand, and demand equals value. Right now, the 2016 D Lincoln penny is in extraordinary demand among elite collectors and investors looking to secure a piece of modern American history. The window to act is closing fast. Each day, fewer of these coins remain in circulation. So, what's your next move? Start by checking your collection, your wallet, and every forgotten penny in your home. Because opportunity doesn't knock, it jingles. And when it does, you'd better be ready to answer. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought: sometimes, wealth isn't found in what's new, it's hidden in what's old, overlooked, and undervalued. The 2016 D Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of how fortune favors those who see what others ignore. So go ahead, dust off those jars, open that coin album, and take a closer look. Because the next millionaire in line could very well be you. Would you like me to include voiceover pacing and scene direction, like when to cut to visuals or use so? Imagine holding a simple copper coin in your hand, a penny so ordinary, you might not think twice before tossing it into a jar or dropping it at the checkout counter. But what if I told you that one of those very pennies, a 2008 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin, has turned the coin world upside down, and could be worth nearly $1 million today? That's right, a single cent transforming lives, rewriting fortunes, and proving that hidden treasures still exist in plain sight. Now, before you brush this off thinking, how can a 2008 penny be worth almost $1 million? Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so rare, how collectors are hunting it down with fierce competition, and how you could discover one sitting quietly in your own collection or coin jar right now. And yes, time is ticking, because the demand for this coin has skyrocketed, and prices are climbing faster than ever. Let's rewind for a moment to 2008, the final year before America's beloved Lincoln penny received its major redesign in 2009. Millions of pennies were minted that year, but among them, a few extraordinary coins slipped through the presses without a mint mark. No D4 Denver, no S4 San Francisco, no P4 Philadelphia. Just a smooth, unmarked face that defied convention. And now, you might think, so what? It's just missing a letter. But here's the thrilling part: in numismatics, or coin collecting, a missing mint mark isn't a flaw, it's a golden ticket. It's a silent sign that something unusual happened at the mint, an overlooked die, a human error, or a 1 in a billion oversight that makes your coin part of history. Collectors crave these anomalies. And in the case of the 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny, the rarity is so extreme that verified examples have fetched up to $997,000 in top condition. That's not pocket change, that's the kind of payday that turns everyday collectors into overnight millionaires. Imagine the excitement of flipping over a penny, seeing no mint mark, and realizing you're holding what could be your key to financial freedom. The thrill is electric, the kind of moment where your heartbeat quickens and your world suddenly feels a lot bigger. And here's the kicker: these coins don't just sit in vaults or museums. Some of them are still out there, quietly circulating, hiding in drawers, coffee cans, and change jars across the United States. Could one be in yours right now? Now, pause for a second, and let's address what you might be thinking. Come on, it's just a penny. But that's exactly what makes this story so powerful. Sometimes, the most extraordinary things hide behind the most ordinary appearances. You see, the world's wealthiest collectors aren't always chasing gold bars or diamonds, they're chasing stories, history, and human error sealed forever in copper and zinc. Funny, isn't it? A coin that most people wouldn't bend down to pick up could be worth more than a luxury car. Imagine explaining that at your next dinner party. Oh, this new Mercedes? Paid for by a 2008 penny. Now that's a conversation starter, but jokes aside, this is the power of awareness. Because those who understand the signs, the year, the lack of mint mark, the crisp strike, and the coin's uncirculated shine, are the ones unlocking generational wealth. Here's where things get serious. The market for rare US coins has entered a new golden age. Collectors and investors are paying record-breaking prices, and once these coins are found, authenticated, and sealed in private collections, they're gone forever. The window of opportunity to discover one yourself is closing fast. So here's the question that should be echoing in your mind right now: have I already touched one of these pennies without realizing it? The fear of missing out isn't just emotional, it's real, because each day, another 2008 no mint mark penny gets snatched up, graded, and locked away in a collector's vault. And as supply dwindles, the prices rise. The excitement, the chase, the thrill of discovery, it's what drives collectors to search tirelessly. And when one of these coins surfaces, the entire coin community takes notice. The 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of metal, it's a modern legend, a symbol of luck, opportunity, and untapped wealth. So, here's what you need to do right now. After watching this video, go through your coin jars, your old wallets, your desk drawers, anywhere loose change might hide. Look for a 2008 Lincoln penny without a mint mark beneath the date. Because your next discovery could be the one that changes your life forever. And if you're still thinking, what are the odds? Remember this: every coin that became $1 million story started in someone's hand, just like yours. Someone who didn't ignore it. Someone who decided to look closer. The 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a tiny reminder that wealth doesn't always come from what you earn, but sometimes from what you find. Stay inspired, stay curious, and keep searching, because the next millionaire could be you.